Continues with our series strikers as Trevor's Nottingham Forest take on Man United in the FA Cup fourth round. The year is 1981 and you're watching ESPN Classic.
Gary Birtles returns to the club, who helped to develop him from a £2,000 player to the 8th member of the £1 million set. And he comes face to face with the man who didn't want to sell him, but who wasn't very complimentary about him when he did so in October. Birtles, in fact, is still joint leading scorer for Forest, along with Ian Wallace, one of 4 players recalled by Brian Clough for this fourth round tie. Compared with the side which lost at Ipswich 2 weeks ago, Wallace replaces Ward. In midfield, Ponte comes in for the departed Bowyer, and 18-year-old Colin Walsh for the transfer listed Martin O'Neill, and Bryn Gunn is preferred to David Needham in defence. United are unchanged for the third match running, so it's the side which won the third round replay against Brighton when Dave Sexton gambled on the fitness of experience in recalling Martin Buchan, Gordon McQueen and Ray Wilkins. But the England midfield player has yet to complete a full 90 minutes. Referee George Courtney, all set to get underway one of the First Division confrontations, which seem to be a feature of this 100th FA Cup competition. And for both sides, the FA Cup offers their one hope of a domestic honour this season. The first push of the match, so clear it was untrue. The culprit was Kenny Burns. Steve Coppell over in the sunshine. Put out by Burns. He's been given the Marcus job, with Gunn playing behind him. Macquarie there short in the 6-yard box for the nod on. Queen again, and Shilton. The free kick has been given for the backing in by McQueen. But it was certain that Peter Shilton was determined that McQueen wasn't coming any further. That's the linesman's problem. To do with the count. Wallace, just enough. Ponte, Wallace, switched very quickly, and he was a little unlucky. Jordan. Robertson. Gray. Walsh ahead. Now square, number 10. 4 to his right. And Alveston missed it. And the opportunity was just too wide of the post for Trevor Francis. Alveston didn't make the contact that he was hoping for, but the angle was always going to be against Trevor Francis. Wallace. It's pulled a bit from behind by Buchan. Bit of space here for Walsh. Turned out by McQueen. Burns has come forward. And Jordan, number 9, there, has come back with him. Bailey in trouble, and it's gone in, and Francis gets the credit. Well, there were 3 United players on that near post. Bailey seemed to have started to come out, found the ball curling in quite a lot, and it somehow managed to find a place in the corner, and Trevor Francis gets the credit and the goal with a quarter of an hour gone. Walsh. Away by Gunn. As the Forest supporters celebrate, I'm sure the United supporters will remember that their side was 2 down at home to Brighton in the previous round and finally came through in the replay. McGovern. Seems the wind is proving a bit of a problem from time to time. Met by Buchan, acrobatically. And Walsh is feeding Robertson at every opportunity. Robertson. Walsh. Anderson coming square. McGovern has seen him. Number 2. Oh, he's done it nicely. And Wallace in there, and good cover. Nice run by Anderson. Came up well, and was well seen by McGovern. Had to stretch a bit to take it in his stride. And then tried to beat Gary Bailey on Bailey's left-hand post. Met by Koffel. It seemed to me then offside has been given against Wallace. But it was a really 50-50 as to what Jordan was playing. Whether he went for the ball or whether it was a bit of intimidation, I'm not sure. Trevor Francis, it's now 6 goals in 8 games since he came back to us. Koppel. McQueen. Might perhaps have taken a bit more time. Buchan. Thomas on the left touchline. Alverston coming behind him. That's for Birtles, cut out by Gunn. There's Ponte. Forest ball. Anderson. Again, the pass invited the defender rather than the attacker. Wallace. And Robertson! Good clearance by Nicol. Walsh! And again, in the end, the poor defensive header nearly gave the chance to Forrest, but Walsh couldn't take it. But Wallace did well. Anderson available. Came very sharply to Wallace. Initially on Jordan that was high, and he seemed then to kick Walsh in the head. Both players will require attention, and the referee is talking to Joe Jordan, has the book out, which presumably under the new ruling means that Jordan is to be booked. Certainly Jordan was caught pretty high on the inside of the thigh, but he reacted rather violently and kicked at Walsh, who took the impact in his head. Gray. Wilkins with the stretch. And Wilkins and Birtles, the only 2 players who didn't play for United in their last cup final appearance. Here's Walsh, here's Wallace. Robertson. Francis! It's side netting, but he got away again. And he turned with some speed and some control, but it just wasn't the gap this time. Walsh. Promising, and in comes Ponte! But it was the sort of difficult cross. It's a nightmare for a goalkeeper and defenders. It eluded Wallace, and it just eluded Ponte in terms of the fact that he couldn't keep his shot down. Jordan. Thomas. Alberston outside him. He's much more as an attacker in this half. Wilkins. Bertels. Good tackle. Really good tackle by Anderson. Koppel. Jordan. Players left of him. Koppel. Well, it was a bit of improvisation by Koppel. It came rather too tight to his boot. And he tried the scooper with the inside of his right boot. Some people say that the art of tackling has gone from the English game, but you won't see a better one than the one made by Anderson just a few seconds ago. Play by Wilkins. That's much better. Alberston. McCurry. Bertels. Bounced off the top of the crossbar, but Chilton had it covered. But he's finding something of his touch, is Ray Wilkins. It's nicely spread wide to Alberston. And ended with the header that went on top of the crossbar, with the goalkeeper having covered underneath it. Wilkins. Again, getting width and catching a fullback in two minds. And that's a foul. Increases. Thomas and Wilkins have come out to the ball. Question of which angle. Bertels! Fine save! Really marvellous save by Shilton. The nod down, which was right. It came up at just about the right height for Shilton, but even so, he did very well to turn it away. Thomas to take. Here's Bucket. Offside. It's bound to be a comparison with the famous bank save against Pele, but I think Shilton would be the first to agree that the ball was much nearer him than it was Banks on that occasion, and much nearer to the post in the World Cup. Kept in well. Break from Paris from midfield. They're not quite so keen to do it in the second period. Gunn has gone forward. McGovern staying back to tidy. Here's Gunn. It's a slow build. But there are players over the far side. And here's Wallace. And here's McGovern. And that's the second. No, the flag is up. The flag is up. And it will not count. And United are reprieved. No doubt, he put his flag up instantly. So it's still 1-0. And here's Bertels. Jordan. Wilkins. Koppel. Nobody had any chance of getting on the end of that. And Gordon McQueen gets to his feet, and the linesman draws the referee's attention to the injured party, having just put his flag up, which ended Forest's hopes of a second goal. Although looking back on it, the fascinating point was it was John McGovern who held back for such a long time and who arrived so late, but apparently at precisely the right moment to stick it away, but somebody else, not he certainly, was offside. Francis, Anderson. Oh, that's nice, that's lovely. Wallace inside and offside. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Flag was up once again. Lovely play by Viv Anderson, particularly the flick round the back. Listen to the support for United. Burns. Gray. Wallace and Buchan. Forrest ball. That's what you call poised for action. 6 minutes left. Forward for Francis. This could be the end of it. And it still could, but it's not. Got a player wide to the left. Looks as though Macari carried that for a second. And he sends away Birtles. That's for Thomas. Challenge was from Burns. Well, it was there for Francis, as he knows better than anyone. Birtles. Cottle. Couldn't hold it in, it's a goal kick. Mr. Courtney has a look at his watch, then checks that it's still ticking, looks at the one on his wrist. Looks at both linesmen who give him the signal. That time is up in their opinion. Away by Burns, who got a knock in the face. Conte, who gave it straight to Koppel. Up comes Nicol. Walsh clears. Another look at the watch. And the last look at the watch. And for only the 8th time in his career, Brian Clough has got over the 4th round hurdle. The goal by Trevor Francis. Brian Clough goes off to take his team into the 5th round. Peter Shilton making one magnificent save, and he comes off with the man he denied, Gary Birtles. Final score at the City Ground, Nottingham. Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester United 0.
And I don't think anyone would argue that Nottingham Forest deserved to win that match. But at the end, there was still only one goal in it, and there were discussions going on afterwards as to exactly how it had come about, which is what I asked the accredited scorer, Trevor Francis.
I'm not sure. I remember John Robertson crossing it, and I challenged for it with Gary Bailey. And next minute, the ball's in the back of the net, and to my amazement, all the lads are running to congratulate me, so I claimed it.
You're a very honest young man, I know. Did you get a touch to it or not?
I'm not sure. I'm going to watch your programme, and that'll tell me. But I need the goals, so I may claim it.
I know. And we don't like to take goals away from goal scorers. But about your form generally, Ron Greenwood was here. You must be pretty happy with that.
I've played better this season, but I think the most important factor is the result, not my performance. And the fact that we've got through to the next round. I feel in cup ties, it's played at such a fast pace, you don't get individual performances. It's always down to a team effort, and I think it was a good team effort today.
Yeah. Any thing about United that you might like to say? Did they disappoint you? Did they give her a harder game than you thought, or what?
I thought first half it was the Forest of old. I thought we played exceptionally well, and I was a bit disappointed that we only went in a goal up. They had to play better second half, and they did. They came at us, but having said that, we still created chances second half, and I felt that with the chances we had, we could have wrapped the game up.